Hello, this is How To Bob, and in this video I'm going to show you how to install a vent fan cover by Maxx Air. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is lay down a towel on top of the roof so I don't damage it, and then I'm going to slightly open my vent on the RV. It should look something like this when it's open. Next I'm going to take my brackets that came with the Maxx Air vent and lay them out, and then I'm going to set my vent cover in a place so that the slots line up with the brackets, and then I'll slightly move them back. You want them to be as far out as possible for maximum strength. Once I get them where they're going to line up, I'll go ahead and mark with a pencil on the fan, and then I use a 3/16 drill and drill a hole through the shroud here. And then I can repeat same process on the next hole. Once I've got both holes drilled in this side, I'm going to repeat the process for the other side of the fan. Then I'm going to take my brackets and use a carriage bolt. You put that in first, facing upward, and then you use the stainless steel screws here that go through and into your existing shroud around the fan. And then you want to put a flat washer next. And then after that, it's going to be a lock washer. And then you want to put the nut after that. So I'm going to go ahead and stack all that on the inside of my shroud here. And once I've got that stacked, I can put it together and tighten it up. Okay, now that I've got my screw and nut and washers all in place, I can go ahead and use a Phillips screwdriver and a nut driver to tighten down my bracket. I'm going to do the same thing on the other brackets here. Should have 4 once it's all done. Put the flat washer in, and we go with the lock washer, and again we go with the nut, and then we tighten this up. Okay, now that we've got the first side completed, we'll go ahead and do the second side. Use the screw, flat washer, lock washer, and nut. Once I get those stacked on there, I can go ahead and tighten it up. And it just leaves me one more to put on and tighten. And again, I'm going to use my carriage bolt facing up and put my screw in, flat washer, lock washer, and nut, and then tighten it up. Okay, now we've got all 4 brackets in place with the carriage bolts facing up. I'll make sure they're centered. Might make it easier for you to put the actual cover on. Now I want the cover with the taper going towards the front of the RV. So then I just take my cover and set it on the carriage bolts here, and it'll go in the slots, and then I put my lock washer on, and then my nut, and I go ahead and tighten it down. Doesn't have to be super tight, you don't want to crack anything. And then I repeat the process for the other remaining screws. And that's how you install a Maxx Air vent fan cover. I'm How To Bob. Thanks for watching.